What a that has left us just one win from Europe. Heading here this evening, hoping to see the team lift the trophy for a 7th time.
So welcome to La Roquette. There is no color, no religion, and all people they come to play and to enjoy. So here in this room, we will play. Even if everybody in La Roquette has his
on gagnait tout le temps et voilà.
C'est le même qui est parti à l'âge de 15 ans du quartier. Aujourd'hui il en a 23, c'est toujours la même chose.
Amazing for the fans to see. This is all part of the show and all part of, getting to the final. It's very, very special, and I don't think phones will be allowed on buses, so they'll have to mentally obviously take it in. But then as they get to the tunnel area, then they're away from the fans. Then that's when really you go into your own personal match mode. I mean, we're creatures of habit and routine, so we would have eaten the same thing, slept the same way. We would have done all that. What we usually do for big games and for games of football, we try and keep to our route, just touching 30, where ours is around 27. So there's a little bit of a rebuild, certainly in that midfield area. Benzema's getting no younger as well, but there's still that sprinkle of stardust, as you said, and stardust brings match winners, in all different ways, not just in scoring goals, but creating a special moment. It might be a pass, it might be a little bit of beautiful skill on the edge of the box to get Benzema in or Vinicius in, which these players in that midfield are capable of doing. There's still that sprinkling of stardust. Like I said, they've won La Liga quite convincingly. Barcelona are in a bit of transition period. Atletico are maybe not the team.
FA Cup and Champions League in the same season. We'll be hearing from the man who's lifted 2 out of those 3 trophies. We'll be hoping to get his hands on the 3rd tonight. Jordan Henderson is on his way after the break. Tonight, Liverpool could record their 50th victory of the campaign, the most ever in a single season. And what an evening it would be to do it on, here on the biggest date in Europe's football calendar.
So it's no slight whatsoever on Matip, and I think he knows that. And then, Thiago, who's thinking, yes or no, he trained just, he came through. Is he 100%? They've got to make sure, because we spoke about it in the programme last night, got to make sure you are prepared and ready. I'm delighted that he's starting.
You would hope and you would assume, wouldn't you, now with all of the scientific approach there is to players' fitness, that they have done every scan they need to do and they are as sure as they can be that both of them are fit enough to play in the majority of this game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's crazy because the way he come off last week, and his body language, I thought he's out for like 6 weeks, so it's a massive boost. It really is, not just for him, but for the players around, because you know how good he is. And look at the goal that we're 1-0 down against Wolves, the way he just created that little bit of space for Mane with that ball. It's just tremendous, and he's got that vision, he's got the technique, everything what you need to balance our midfield up. If you put Keita in there, yeah, Keita does the same job, but them 3 complement each other more than any other 3 in our current squad in midfield.
Do you feel for Joel Matip? It's no slight on him. Do you think that Canate's been picked over him?
Of course you do, but I think Joe realised that because he's played all the league games and he's had to be managed because of his injury problems. And the manager and the staff have managed it perfectly well because he's hardly been injured, if any, this season. But if I was in his position, I would have expected Konate to. I think he's probably thought, yeah, he's played every game, he's going to play him. But he's on the bench and he's part of the squad big time, so see how it pans out. But no, I think that it's a big call as well, because one thing Matip's got on Konate is experience, and one sort of thing that worries me from this Madrid side is Vinicius, the space behind Trent, because Trent gets forward, because there's got to be a game plan there. But it entails Fabinho or Jordan Henderson sitting in an area when Trent bombs on. So if he does break down, a ball goes over the top, we can mop it up. Canate's he's no slow coach either, he can run.
Yeah. Okay, well that is the Liverpool team and the headlines from...
Screaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with me.